Alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone. So here we go. Although the rest of today will be on the calm side, we of course are still dealing with the aftermath of some earlier snowfall, some snow that came down just overnight, and it did make for some headaches this morning, but things are looking much better across the area. And yes, you're seeing that right. We're even seeing a little sunshine poke through in places like Albert Lea, a little blue sky to be seen there. Rochester getting some too. All of us will be seeing a tiny bit of that sun before, of course, more clouds start to make their way in. And this sunshine isn't here to help warm us up. Unfortunate to say, temperatures are still pretty lacking. It is only 12 degrees right now in Rochester, Austin, Mason City. Charles City, though, congrats, made it to 18, and even further closer to the Mississippi, we're almost at 30 degrees in La Crosse. But we can easily see where the cooler air is coming from, so it'll impact places like Owatonna, Albert Lea, sitting at 9 degrees right now, a little sooner. And of course, we got the wind chills showing off those lovely negative numbers. Ultimately, temperatures could get around 20 degrees. I might adjust that now, seeing as that cooler air is starting to make its way in a little quicker. Some high pressure at play. That's still below average, though, despite us if we stop in the teens or if we make it to 20 degrees. Normally, we are in the low 20s around this time. And then tonight, mostly cloudy skies return, and yes, here it comes. So let's talk about it. Satellite and radar, really not much to see right now. As I mentioned, a few partly open skies. But as I zoom things out, we can see the big story, the winter storms still intensifying, building up energy, grabbing some moisture from the south. And as it makes its way further to the north, it'll be mixing in with that cold air and turning into some heavy snowfall. For us, it will be arriving very late Thursday, early Friday morning, and that's when we start to see more of that heavy snow. And this goes into effect, the winter storm warning. All of us currently under that winter storm warning, with a winter storm watch to be found further to the north and a bit further to the east. Wouldn't be surprised if the areas in blue do get upgraded to a winter storm. What it means is that significant impacts are expected, as well as some significant snowfall totals. Sky Tracker 3 gives us a good look at the timing. We could start to see some evidence of it. Not a lot of this actually hitting the ground yet as we get around 10 p.m. tonight. It's really once we officially start our Friday. This is around 2 a.m. that places in North Iowa, Northeast Iowa, going to start seeing that heavy snow first, some of this darker blue color that we see. And then we start to see it move more northward. This is 5 a.m. on Friday, so all of us looking at that impact. There may be a brief moment where there isn't as much snow as we get later into the afternoon, but then we get stuck with the rotation of the system. And this is just a great way of looking at the timeline. It's going to be an all-day event, even leading into our Saturday. So how much snow are we keeping an eye on? How much could we expect? Well, we're still keeping a very close eye on this right here, as it brings that potential for some higher totals, especially atop the bluffs. But as of now, most of us are looking at 6 to 10 inches. Once again, an all-day event, pretty much all through Friday and possibly through a good chunk of Saturday too, Annalise. And that is right before our temperatures take an even bigger tumble. There is so much going on here within these next week, really, these last couple weeks. Winter is here.
I'm cold just looking at that 7 day.
It hurts. It physically hurts to see those negative numbers.
Thanks, Sarah.